So welcome back to another in the series here of my built models. If you watched the first video, you would have seen a bit of an intro, but I'm going to throw this intro onto every video so you guys know what you're looking at. And basically, I'm going to be going over most of these models behind me. I completed before I had the YouTube channel started, so I'm going to be going through these bit by bit, quick little 5-minute videos, so you guys can take a look at the videos I've built. I'll talk about the model, some of the issues I had building it, how I liked or did not like that kit, and then some of the aftermarket, if there is any type of resin or aftermarket decals I used on the kit. And then at the very end, I'll throw up some pictures of the completed model so you guys can get a good view of what all these look like and what I went into, because there has been some interest. I've heard from you guys that you do want to see some more of these, and not all of them are going to have full up build logs. So you know, I can't do product reviews, I can't do anything on these ones that are built, so those are going to be included in these videos. So any of this series in this playlist, that's what it's going to be. So please don't come in here thinking you're going to get a full build log. So yeah, stay tuned. I will eventually have all of these videos done, and I'll have them all released. So stay tuned. And as always, my name is Sean, and this is Sean's Aviation. And just before we get into the video, something I should have been doing a lot more up till now, and that is just asking you guys out there, if you enjoy what you're looking at, if you like what I'm doing, go down below, click on the like page, subscribe to my channel, and by all means, please click on that little notification bell. If that way you guys get alerted when I do get more new content up. I usually try to do the what's on my desk monthly update beginning of the month. And I usually try to get a video or a series of videos released by the 15th, the middle of the month. So whether that's going to be a tips and tricks video, or an aviation history video, or my time-lapse videos of the previous model builds that I've got done, or an air show video, or some of my new product review videos I'll be doing. So I'm going to try to get something posted by the middle of the month. So please, if you're enjoying this, subscribe, like, and click that notification bell. Let's move on to the video. So we're back, sixth and final of the already built model series on the P-51 models I have, and this is another one of the Tamiya 1/48 scale P-51Ds. Now this one I'm pretty happy with. It is out of the box other than decals, and it's also the first aircraft that I ever did the Alclad metallizer paint on, and I'm very happy with how it turned out. Things are getting a little dusty down here. But yeah, very happy with how it turned out. I used an aftermarket set of decals. Off the top of my head, I cannot remember which ones. So the decals I used was the Aeromaster Blue Diamonds sheet. And decals went on beautifully. I included this really well done nose art on the front, so it looks very realistic. So as I said, I did do the Alclad metallizer paint on this the first time I used that system, and it might look a little weird under the light, and I've used this as an example a few times for using the metallizer paint. And the Mustang was an interesting aircraft, and I'll quickly go into a bit of history. So the wings were a laminar flow wing, and in order to ensure that it had that laminar flow, a lot of the panel lines that existed on the real plane were puttied, sanded, and then the entire wing was painted silver. And that gave it a nice smooth laminar flow, which reduced drag, increased fuel efficiency, and increased top speed. So it gave it a very aerodynamic look. So that also meant that you get this weird look where, for example, the flaps were left in bare aluminum, but the wing was painted in aluminum lacquer. Same back here. Your horizontal stab was left like an unpainted aluminum, and then the fabric, although sorry, this was an aluminum, the aluminum colored, the elevator was painted in an aluminum lacquer. The rudder was fabric covered. In this case, it's painted red. But then if you flip to the bottom of the wings, you still see, for example, where the flaps were left, the geared doors were left, but the wing was painted. And then up here, same thing. You kind of see where this fuselage panel, which was Alclad, comes up and it goes over top, and then you meet the painted wing. So it has this kind of a patch mark look to it, but that's exactly how a Mustang would have looked in the wartime with the aluminum wing. So it's a very interesting look, and I love the way it came out, and I'm very, very happy with it. Decals went on great. The blue diamonds. So the red is painted on, and the spinner is painted red, and then these blue stripes, and then all of the diamonds are all decals. And then I believe I painted the black stripes on after I did the metallizer, and then all of the stuff on the side is decal, and then like I said over here, the name and the nose art is a decal as well. And they actually give you, each aircraft had a slightly different pattern where this red meets the aluminum. This red outline was different, and they gave you a paper pattern for them all. So I was able to tape that on and paint up to it, and it turned out really well. Like, I'm very happy with how that looks. It's a very colorful aircraft, and it looks really, really neat on the shelf. And as you can see, I mounted it to the display base, and that just allows me to lift it up so I can have some P-51 sitting on the ground underneath, and I have this high enough, and it allows me to put more models. So I actually have all 6 P-51s on one shelf over there. So it fits quite nicely on the stand. And I mean, a P-51 always looks good in it, you know, mounted in air position. So very happy with that. Again, Tamiya shake and bake, it just goes together. A little bit of putty, a little bit of sanding. I don't think I used any putty on this one whatsoever, to be honest. I just cleaned up the seams and left them as they were. I mean, I could have spent a bit more effort cleaning this up, but again, being the first time I used the metallizer, I didn't really know about how much would be seen. If I could go back, I'd do just a slight bit more on the prepping on the airframe. But overall, very happy with it. Just give it a bit of a dusting while I have it out before I put it back. By the way, these are great. These big makeup brushes, perfect for dusting models. The other thing, I haven't done it in a while, but you can just use air, a little air gun attachment, and you can do that, or just those air attachments for the little air cans for the keyboards. If you get those cheap, just blow it out. But you gotta be careful with that, because it just throws the dust back into the air, and then if you're doing it in the same room, it just settles on all your other models. So you need to take it to another room, dust it, and bring it back. But anyways, I digress. There you go. That is the Tamiya P-51D done up using the Aeromaster decals. It's gonna fall off any second now. Damn it. There it goes. As predicted. I will fix that, put it back. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Thank you for watching, guys, and as always, if you are interested in any of the content you see, you can access my website at www.seans-aviation.com. You can see all the latest pictures of aircraft and museums and the build logs of all of my current models and past models on that site. And if you're interested in any of this content, please click the subscribe button here on YouTube to follow more. Thank you very much, and see you guys next time.